everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creatives. Here we're going over an assortment of action figures relating to Doctor Strange in the MCU. Wong, Rintrah, Chavez, and Mordo from Marvel Legends. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. So let's take a look at Mordo. I really like the face sculpt for Mordo. It works out really well. This is before face printing tech by like a year or so, but it works out pretty nice. I like it a lot actually. The eyes are well done. The eyebrows are well done. The hair is pretty good. Painted alright. Some missing over there. Ears look good. The tunic is pretty okay. It's detailed, but not as detailed as I think I want it to be. We have a little more stuff going on with it. I would think at least some more texture going on, but it's fine, I guess. I like the sort of asymmetry of the arms. They look fine. I do like this sort of tunic piece over here. His lower half isn't really much to look at. Just some boots and then just some pants. This little thing in the middle, the sash, is nice. I like how it kind of like goes all the way down and kind of it does look like it's one big piece if you put it together. That's pretty awesome. It looks nice and it's a good piece. All together, he looks really good. The head sculpt is fine. The boots are cool. I do like a lot about him and he's a pretty good figure that stands the test of time. Mordo comes with a staff here. It looks very nice. Has sort of a wood texture, nice wood grain to it. Pretty interesting, but it's kind of boring in a way. It serves its purpose. It does have a little bend to it, kind of. I'm not sure if it's a bend from time or an actual bend from the piece itself. It holds in his hand really well, and he can sort of palm it in his other hand if so chosen. It's fine, I guess. Good piece, good figure. As far as articulation goes for Mordo, the head goes left and right. This one goes up this far and down this far. Get a little bit of pivot over there. Goes up this far on this arm and down all the way around. The other arm is the same. Get a swivel at the bicep, double jointed. Little elbow right over here. Let's get a swivel and a hinge inward. And then a hinge up and down for this hand. Doesn't really work as well as it probably should. No butterfly joints or anything. You do get a all the way around over here. No ab crunch. Left and right, back and forward. Pretty okay. Swivel if you like. Out this far, kinda. The skirt really hinders it a lot. You do get a swivel right over here with a knee that goes pretty okay. This is all right. Not the best though. The skirt really hinders it. You get a swivel not really down here that much. It doesn't swivel down here. It could, it should, but it doesn't. It goes down this far, up this far, get some pivot, and then two pegos behind the feet. This is an older figure, but it still holds up pretty well, I think. It looks nice, and yeah, Mordo's pretty cool. I liked him in the first movie a lot. Here's Multiverse of Madness Mordo. I'm not a huge fan of this Mordo. It just isn't really that great to me. The head sculpt is kind of okay. It just feels like one big, I guess, unreal CGI type kind of mess. Yeah, it's a costume in the film, but this looks really overly done. The gold is really shiny and too bright. It doesn't really feel real. The green is a strange color too. It's textured, sure, but lacks the life that the other figure had. It's just too busy, I think. There's a lot of just, the seam is really weird and adds to it in a strange way. All these colors, you can just cut that down to like 2 colors or something. I don't know. It just doesn't really ring that well to me. The head is something I don't get. I don't know. It just doesn't look like the actor at all. I think it's just too round and too big. It kind of is a shame. The hair is cool. It looks nice, but the rest of the figure just sort of doesn't do it for me. I don't know. Not a fan of this. Not a fan of this that much at all. It's kind of a shame. The boots look kind of fat and weird and chunky. The feet are huge and strange. Yeah, I like this. This is interesting. But other than that, just kind of a whatever. As far as accessories goes, he comes with 2 trigger finger hands that can swivel and then go left and right for both of them. And he also has a crossbow that I'm not sure if he's holding it correctly. I feel like his fingers will go here or not. But what's weird about it is that this can come off. That's a design flaw or not. I don't know. It's an okay piece at best. We also have this little staff over here that he wields during the movie. It's pretty okay and cool. It looks nice and actually one of the better parts of the figure. Very good. I like that a lot. He also comes with 2 fists. You get a swivel and then the up and down motion that we usually see. That's pretty fine, I guess. And 2 grasping hands with these same articulation. They're pretty cool and I like those actually. Good magic casting stuff. As far as articulation goes for Mordo, the head goes around this far all the way around. It's hindered a lot by not only this thing but also the hair going into that thing. It's kind of a shame. Goes left and right, pivot, goes up and down a little bit. I think it's on a ball joint, go all the way around. Up this far and down, all the way around for that. You get a swivel over here. You also get a up and down and a swivel over here with a swivel over there at the wrist and then up and down for that. You also get another weird joint, but this time inverted from his other figure. It's just okay. Forward this far, back this far. So I decide it's fine, I guess. You get really nice joints over here for the legs going down, and then up this far and back, and then then swivel at the top with a double jointed knee. The joints are really, really sort of gummy on this figure. You get a swivel at the boot, good, down and up, and then pivot with 2 pegos on the feet. The aesthetic of this figure isn't really that great. I appreciate the accessories, but this isn't really my cup of tea personally. It's very strange for me. Whatever. Doctor Strange 1 Mordo stands at about 6 inches tall or so, and Doctor Strange 2 Mordo stands at about 6 inches tall or so as well. So the scale is on. I'm just not a big fan of this new figure. The old one was great, and I do think I'm going to probably get rid of this Doctor Strange, that Doctor Strange, and the new Mordo, keeping the old Mordo, which is pretty cool. And also here's Jesse Hecht Creative. Strange, you don't understand. This is a baking competition. I didn't need more dough. I needed more dough. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. Let's take a look at Wong. I'm a big fan of this head sculpt. It's very nicely done. The hair is great too, slicked back, very nicely cropped and cleaned. The neck is too long though for me. That's my one big complaint with this figure. Everything else about it looks wonderful. The nice plum over here, the ornate design on here, some nice straps going down. We have some great coloration with a deeper violet and a lighter plum. The yellow and the sort of like orangey beige goes around this sort of like armor coming down over here. This ancient medieval armor looks really nice. I really like this sort of light, creamy lavender color, juxtaposed the other side with the golden bangle thing is really neat. This guy's the inverse of Mordo in a way. He's way less boring. I love how this color and this color kind of match and carry along. The color blocking is really unique and ornate on this figure. I just wish the neck was shorter, but everything about him just screams awesomeness. I love Wong. This is definitely a figure I'll be keeping. His hands are posed in this really nice way too. I gotta mention, they're very neat and really cool and work out very well and can have a variety of posing with them. This is a great figure. I love Wong. He comes with basically the same exact shield effects we saw for Strange in the same orientation. I wish they were in a different orientation. They would, I think, be better to have one bigger, one smaller on the other sides, as opposed to Strange having the same ones for his No Way Home iteration. Kind of bums me out. It's kind of a bummer. He also has the same iteration as the other, as a new figure, which kind of bothers me too. So yeah, why not switch it up for Wong? That'd be great. Otherwise, they're the same thing, up and down, swivel, you know the drill. They're great though. They look really cool. From the back, from the front, they're great. Mimicking the Knights of old somewhat. He has a sword and shield combo over here. The sword is pretty cool. I don't remember seeing it in the movie. I think it was cut for like, time or something. Wong probably had a different role in the film, I guess, with this sword. It's really nicely done. There's a nice silver sheen, a white handle, and a gold sort of bracer for the hand so it doesn't get sliced up. But it's a really cool piece and looks great. This hand, you can swivel and then hinge inward and outward. It's fine. Looks great. Just wish I saw it in the movie. As far as articulation goes for Wong, the head goes all the way around, and you get a swivel at the bottom too with a little bit of up and down for that. You also get up this far down all the way around over here. You get a swivel. You get a double jointed pinless elbow, very nicely done. You also get swivel and then hinge up and down for this, as well as swivel and then all the way up around for this one on the waist. You don't get a chest crunch or anything. You do get out, not really that far. Up is just okay. Back, kinda. You do get double jointed, single joint knees, I'm sorry, just one single joint knee under this little skirt piece over here. You do get a swivel up there. It's hard to really see and not really that useful. You also get a swivel down here as well at the knee with a down and an up and then a pivot and 2 pegos at the toes. Interestingly enough, it's a nice figure. He looks better sort of standing around, which is what he'll probably be doing in your displays and whatnot, or just posing to prepare to cast some magic. But Wong is great to have in any circumstance, seeing as he is a large connective tissue for the MCU. He's pretty awesome. I like his outfit a lot, as well as the character and actor. Let's check out America Chavez. The face looks really bored and honestly kind of wall-eyed, kind of weird. I don't know, it just doesn't look that great to me at all. I don't see the character in here at all from the film. It's just boring to me. It's a big blob of hair over here, kind of a shame. The star is cool in the back, and we get a pride little thing over here. That's awesome. Go pride. We get 3 stars on this side, 3 stars on that side, a flame over here, a skull over here, some more stars and stripes. Yes, it's America Chavez. We also have a little pendant over here, a necklace. That's pretty nice. Standard teenage female body mold kind of thing going on with just everything about this. The pants are fine. They look good. The shoes are really cool and neat. I like how they're detailed. The sort of messy laces are nice. Why would you have laces in a superhero fight? I don't get it. The socks are pretty good. They kind of don't look that real though. Actually, those are the socks inside. The shoes don't look that real then. They're just kind of like weirdly done. They don't look like shoes. It's strange. Nice-ish figure. Definitely not one of my favorites, but I do appreciate the pride. That's awesome. Go Pride. As far as accessories go, she comes with 2 fists, and there's only one hand that I found. I don't know where the other one is. It's really weird. I usually keep better track of my accessories, but I don't think I really care much about this figure. Do you? It's just another hand. It's fine. Whatever. As far as articulation goes for America Chavez, the head goes around this far and up and down pretty okay, hindered by the hair a lot with some okay pivot. You get up this far, nice and down, and all the way around. Single joint elbow, swivel, and then up this far and down with a swivel, and then up and down hinge for this hand, the other hand, and the third hand I have, and the fourth hand it's missing. Swivel over here with a back and forward and left and right, all the way around. Nothing for the waist. Shame. Out this far and in, up this far and back, all the way back. You can see the really nice leg articulation. This is actually a pretty good body here. All pinless. Swivel over here, no swivel down there, down, and then up, and then you get a pivot with 2 pickles on the feet. I like the shoes, I like the pants, I like the shirt underneath. This could be reworked into something. You can use this figure as a regular stand-in human, maybe at the school or something with Peter Parker, Ned, and MJ. That'd be interesting if she enrolled in Midtown High. Wong stands at about 6 inches tall or so, while America Chavez stands at about 5 3/4 inches tall, maybe 5.5 inches or so between that. They look nice together in this ensemble with Defender Strange and No Way Home Strange. I'm definitely keeping Wong and No Way Home Strange and probably getting rid of Defender Strange and America Chavez. And also here's Jesse Hecht Creative. Oh, this is just great! You don't have your cymbals, Wong, and you don't have your flute, America! What's wrong with this marching band? Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. Now let's take a look at Rintrah. Rintrah was supposed to have a larger role in the film, but it got cut for some reason. He comes with a genie lamp and 2 other hands, and I don't know what his significance was supposed to be, but it would have been cool to see this Minotaur guy run around. But he shows up in a couple of background shots, I guess, and a couple foreground shots, so that's good for him. I think he wore an entirely different outfit. This is all concept art and kind of bland, but it's at least neat to see this figure come to life, and I hope he shows up in a future film and justifies his existence. He's all green and kind of brown with a little bit of dark red. His hooves are pretty cool. His hands are neat. He has 3 fingers. And yeah, that's it. I don't really see too much about him. The fur looks pretty okay. The eyes are weird. He has 2 earrings, a snout. I'm kind of bored, honestly, with this figure. And having no context and nothing to go off of, yeah, it's just okay. There's some paint missing, I think, from the horns, and some paint missing, I think, from his ear, maybe. This is just a bland color, I guess. Not really too much to look at. The wrappings are different on his forearms. His hooves are pretty cool. They have a nice little striation to them. He has a tail. It's pretty neat. It's fine, I guess. Yeah, Rintrah's kind of boring. Let's just move on to his stuff. Rintrah comes with 2 hands as well as 2 fists. They have the same articulation for both. Swivel and then up and down. These cupping hands are pretty neat. They have 3 fingers per hand and 1 thumb. Pretty nicely done and interesting. He has a genie's lamp you can hook onto his right thumb and his right thumb only. I really don't think it'll fit on the left, and no, it doesn't really. Yeah, you can also put it in the palm of his hand. It's a nice lamp. Reminds me of Aladdin. It's good to have a genie lamp in the collection, I think, or at least an oil lamp. It's very nicely done. You can hold it in a variety of ways. It's interesting, to say the least. I think it's the best part about the figure. It looks awesome, mystical, cool, and kind of weird in and of itself. It's nice. As far as articulation goes for Rintrah, the head can go left and right. We also get a little bit of up and down with a nice pivot over here. It's on a ball. You can go all the way around. It goes up this far with the arm and down all the way around with that. You do get a swivel at the elbow and up this far, down this far. It works out really nicely. It kind of contours into itself. Very neat. You also get a swivel over here and a up and a down and a left and a right all the way around on the ball. You get out this far, which is better to say than most people's skirts on this figure review. We do get in and up this far in this leg and back. A swivel over here. These hip joints are kind of loose. Just be careful with them. You also get knee going down and not really that great. Another sort of knee. You can swivel it around. It is a digitigrade leg that is pretty awesome. You get down and then up this far on the hoof, and you get a pivot and then 2 pagels at the bottom of the hooves. It is an interesting concept. The thing I want to do with this is recolor him to like a tan or a brown or something. Maybe give him a cream colored cloak or something different like that, or, you know, recolor him so he can be a minotaur in some kind of maze and not just a green minotaur that looks somewhat friendly. Give him red eyes, something cool, something fascinating. But yeah, that's just my take on this guy. I think the magic lamp is the best part of him. Aside from that, he's just a weird generic Christmas minotaur. Yay. Rintrah stands at about 7 inches tall or so, 7.5 inches tall to the top of his horns, next to the 2 Astral Doctor Stranges. They look pretty in scale together. I'm definitely going to get rid of the pearlescent variant of Doctor Strange, the Astral version, and maybe keep and recolor Rintrah. You know, I do like him as a concept, but he could be better for a different line or different figures, or he could be a better generic minotaur is what I'm saying. And also here's Jesse Hecht Creative. Wow! A real genie! A real ugly genie! I wish you never heard that? You can't kill me, right? Overall, a pretty interesting assortment of characters relating to Doctor Strange, especially the Multiverse of Madness. The first film was one of my favorite MCU films of all time, and the second one is one of my least favorite MCU films of all time. I do appreciate the effort gone into these figures and characters, but sadly, they need to go back to the drawing board, I think. There was some weird kerfuffle with COVID and Spider-Man and getting this film out versus that film first, so they had to do some retooling here and there. But I do find that these figures all have their merit. Wong is great and excellent. Rintrah is pretty cool and might need some kind of coloration retool for me. America and the new Mordo aren't really that great, and I've really taken a liking to the old Mordo. In fact, I might just give him that little stick. But in any case, these are some pretty okay figures. I recommend Wong and old Mordo, and the rest are just a maybe if you want them. But in any case, this is a strange assortment for a strange doctor. So which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching and keep being creative. Stay tuned.